What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing a back test on the NASDAQ100 just to see if there's ways in which we can obviously improve our overall trading strategy. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, and I hope that you find the content super useful. And if you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and hit the like button. So with nothing more to say or to do, we're going to get straight into it. Okay, so in this window over here is where we can trade. In this window we can't trade, right? We can't trade. I think I'm going to go ahead and just set the next one up as well, just so that I don't have to. 6, so like 2300 hours. Okay, so we've got 2 blocks done, and we're basically going to say we're going to do this over a course of 5 days, so over a week, right? Our trading style for over a week. So right now we're not doing anything, right? But we have had time to overall look at what the market is doing and to see if there is an opportunity for us to capitalize, right? So what I can see in the hourly so far is we have this trend over here. We have this trend over here, right? And if you watch the last market update video that I did, which was on a Friday, you would have seen I described these types of structures when they appear, right? So we've got that type of structure appearing right now. What else do we have? What else do we have? So this level here is a low. Right, so this level is a low, and this level 2, so this level is a low, and this level is a high, right? So you're just going to work with this zone for now, and we're just going to hit play and see what market does. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit. Get a really good view of what's going on. Okay. Okay, so it's about 6 in the morning now. Well, it's probably about 7. Yep. So it's about 8 in the morning. Let's move this over here. So it's about 8 in the morning at this wick over here, and this is the top of that particular structure. Okay. And because it's the top of this particular structure, right, I've got a decision to make, because this is the overall it's like an ascending flag, right? An ascending flag or an ascending wedge, whichever way you want to call it. It's exactly that. All right, so with this in mind, what I'll be looking for, right, I'll be looking for a sell, and we're just going to jump straight in with a market buy, and we're going to drop in. And also the rules of the game is not to lose over 100 pips in a day, right? So that's the rules of the game, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my stop at, say, actually no, just say 100. Yeah, we're just going to say 100 pips, and we're going to make it a pending order, right? We're going to make it a pending order, so we're not going to actively activate this this candle. Well, this one right here, like put it on it. We're just going to wait for the next one to trigger, and hopefully we're waiting for the next one to appear, and hopefully when the next one appears, it's going to trigger this particular sell, right? So we're just going to say, actually, you know what? We're just going to keep it here to this level, right, which is 756 pips. So let's give that a go. Let's see what happens, and hopefully I can stack in this situation as well. Okay, so we're in. All right, so what time is it now? So the time right now is about 5 in the evening, right? 5 in the evening UK time, right? I have collected, Let's see how many pips have we collected. So we've collected about 300 pips so far, which is great, right? So what I would do in this situation is I will bring in a trailing stop, and this little arrow that I'm about to draw is the active trailing stop. Yeah, we're just going to call it the trailing stop. So this is it right here, and it's going to sit right above this trend over here. So in essence, we would have secured, right? So this trade is profitable. No matter what, we're not going to lose anything. So in this trade so far, we've secured 222 pips already, right? Which is fantastic. 222 pips. And what I'm now going to do is I'm going to jump in again with another sell, right? And we're going to do a straight market buy into the market right here. We're going to bring our stop down to about 100 pips. Okay, so it's 117, and our stop is going to go to the same place. So let's hit play and let's see what happens. Okay. So we've had two TP hit. So we've had the TP hit right now. Okay. So we're out of the market. There is no more trades going on right now, right? And let's look at what we've gained. So we've gained 700. 756 plus 433. So we've done over 1,000 pips today so far on this back test, right? Averaging down. So we've done very well. And we didn't jump in without securing what we'd gained from before. So it's fantastic. We've done well. So what we're going to do is we're going to let market play out. I could enter the market again if I wanted to, but you know what? If you've done over 1,000 pips and there's good money that you've made, you're going to go out, have a drink, reflect on the day, and give yourself a pat on the back. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take an imaginary rest of the evening off and to give ourselves a pat on the back. So we're just going to let this play out. And in all fairness, looking at what I'm looking at right now, yeah, we're gonna go in with another sell. So these two trades we're out of trades out in these two right now. There is no more trades here, so this would be a brand new fresh one that we'll be putting on. So wait, let me go back and let's bring this over here, so just so that we know that these trades are closed. Okay, so these trades are closed. So far there's been no L's taken, right? And I'm not going to get super ambitious with a stop on this one. We're going to keep this one very light as well. So we're going to keep this to say about 134 pips, right? And then we're going to bring this down to say about 500. Just because, and the reason why I'm doing this, basically doing this is this little structure over here. Like, these are the setups I like looking for. These are the setups I personally like to look for, all right? It just gives me a very high degree that it's going to go in the way that I want. Ideally, I should have started selling from up here, but I'm going to start selling from down there, and I'm just going to cover the overall shape of this structure. Hopefully it doesn't sting me. And we're heading towards the end of the day, so let's see what happens. Okay, looks like it's going to go, aye, that's it, we're out. See, greed. Greed, the things you do not do. So I was having a good day and I've taken 134 pips out of my overall gains, right? So that was a stupid move, but like I say, when you're trading, sometimes these bad decisions make sense in the moment. Hence why backtesting is so important. Right, so we've managed to screw up a little bit of our profits. We've managed to just damage that. So right now we're out. We're not doing anything. Okay, so it's in the middle of the night now, following day. So we're about to head into the following day now, right? And now we need to look for an opportunity. So we can jump on. And okay, cool. So let's get rid of this. We don't need that anymore, right? and let's see what other trends we're looking for, because that was yesterday, and it's always important to keep an eye on what happened yesterday to help you gauge what's going to happen the following day, right? So let's have a look to see what we can learn about today. So we're going to move this over. We're going to move this over, and we're going to move this over here because this is the high now. So this is the high, the hourly high of the previous day, and this over here is the hourly low of the previous day, right? So this little box here is our zone to get paid, right? And it might push up beyond it, or you might come down below this, but bottom line is this is where we're looking to be making our plays, and we're making our plays following the overall trend to see what will work and what will not work, and gut feeling, right? I'm just basically just thinking out loud my overall strategy as I'll be doing it moving forward. So let's go. Okay, so we're sleeping now, we're about to wake up. Boom, I'm fully up now. So fully up, right? And this is what we got going on right here. So we have a potential double top in this area right here. So let's zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. So have a potential double top over here because these two levels are practically parallel, right? So what I now need to wait for, rather than jump in, I now need to see if there's going to be some kind of retracement, right? That's what I'm going to have to do, wait to see some kind of retracement. So it is, what time? It is 7 in the morning, and I'm not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to wait and see what happens. Okay, so it looks like price still wants to go up, right? Looks like price still wants to go up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a pending buy order right here. And I'll be honest with you, if this was in real life, real world, yeah, chances are I'll be doing a market buy, because that's the one thing that I do a lot of, and I don't think I'm going to stop doing that anytime soon. So what we're going to do, we're going to cover these little pips, sorry, these wicks at the bottom here as our stop, right? And we're going to say, you know what, just take us up here. And also in this, as market is moving, we're also going to be looking for situations where we will be able to stack some some positions. So let's go. So okay, so what it's done is it's come and it's taking me out. So this is it right here. It's come and it's taking me out. So there's nothing I can do. Actually, say if I did it with 100 pips. Let's say 100. Okay, 100 pips would have been fine, right? So we sacrificed 100 pips, so we're still in the game. I know you can call it cheating, but hey, it's 100 pips a day, right? So we've put 100 pips in there, and we're just gonna just say we did 100 pips, right? We did 100 pips, right? Don't feel sore about this, but yeah, it's 100 pips. So we're just gonna see what happens if this 100 pips. Imagine it comes back down again and it just shakes me out. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay, so right now I haven't seen any position where I can stack. I haven't seen any situations where I can stack, right? I mean, I could have taken these lows over here, but I don't trust it. I genuinely do not trust it, right? So what would I say right now? What would I say right now? So what's the time? Whoops. Hang on a minute. It looks like I'm jumping days. Like these things are way bigger than they ought to be. Okay, I've been a bit silly in terms of how I've mapped out the hours in the day. This little area over here is too big. It is too big. I thought I was keeping an eye on it, but I wasn't. All right, we're gonna let this play out, right? We're just gonna let this play out, and then on the second one, I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. Okay, so we've got TP hit, great stuff. We've got TP hit. TP hit. So what's this? 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock, right? So So this one here, it should be a little bit more. 8. So that was about 2 days. Yeah, see, that was about 2 days. So these two last little areas over here were about 2 days, give or take. It was really big, so my apologies for that, because the aim of the game is to be accurate. So I wasn't, but I'm going to try to be in the next class. So yep, so this is it here. So this is how big it should really be. 6 in the morning. Okay. Do you know, I can't even be bothered to even rejig that, so we're just going to leave that as it is. Let me just drag this all the way up to the top. Okay, so now we're going to let this play. We've done well, right? We've done well. Going to let this play out. Pause. Okay. So, what can I tell from the night before? From the night before, because we're woken up in the morning now. I've got this from the night before. As a matter of fact, let me just go on to let's go to a 4 hourly. Alright, so 4 hourly. You can kind of see what's about to happen. I think, let's see. Alright, so these are the two levels that we've got. Two levels over here, right? It is winding down. So it is winding down. Let's see if anything has been broken. But that is super important. So that was the previous high over here. And then we had the close above. It's not a strong close above, but it was a close above, and it's pulled back down again. So, okay, I'm going to say I'm going to stick in a buy. I'm going to stick in a buy. Let me just ration this out properly in my mind, see if it makes sense. Okay, I'm going to say I'm going to put in a buy. I'm going to put in a buy. We're going to do 100 pips. It's going to be a pending order. I'm going to do that right here. $100 pips. Pending. Drag this up here. Let's drag this all the way to the top. Drag this all the way to the top some more. Drag this down here. What is this? So this is 100. Let's do 400. Yeah, let's do 400. Let's do 400. Okay, cool. Let's hit play. Actually, wait. Let's get rid of this. Hit play. Okay, is it gonna stop me? Right, cool. Well done. Well done. Well done. And by the way, whilst all this is still happening, I'm still looking for a place to stack. So you've managed to secure some pips in this move as well, which is fantastic, which is great. So what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? yeah, so this is the last one for the day. So this is the last one for the day, because don't forget, I made these areas a bit bigger than they should have done, right? So it should have been a day each. And yeah, so this is covering, say, a week. So a week's worth of trades, and we've managed to do very well. We've taken one loss, and that was due to greed. It happens. It gets the best of us. It will get us in on a back test, and it will get us in the real world too. Right? There is no escape. So guys, if you found this content useful, right, just hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, so whenever I release a video, you'll be among the first to get it. And bearing in mind, I also do live technical analysis as well. That is the actual reason why you're really subscribing, well and truly. It's not for the back test, it's actually for the live videos that I do. Not as in live, I mean as in live technical analysis on the day for the coming days, right? So you definitely want to see that. So hit the subscribe button, right? So make sure you do that, okay? And now let's work out what we got. Let's work out what we got, right? What we got and what we lost. Well, what we lost is relatively straightforward, right? So let's go here. Let's take a look. Okay. So we did 700. So we did 752, right? And then we're going to bring this down a bit. So 752, and we did 429, right? And we did 318, and we did 465, right? So that is a weekly win ratio of 1,964 pips. Well done. And out of that, we lost 134. So altogether, we've done 1,830 pips in this backtest, okay? And this is something that I would want to replicate in the real world, and that is what I aim to do. And in most cases, that is what happens. So that's good. So first backtest done for the NASDAQ100. So with that said, guys, right, I want to thank you for coming over, watching another episode of this backtest with myself, Pips and Points. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out. Have a blessed day, peoples.